Well, here we are, thoughts from the office, Redneck's Pride Outdoors. We're going to do another Turkey Tales video here real quick. I did that other video not just a while ago, talking about how I don't believe birds are call shy. And originally or immediately people going to say, well, why aren't they coming in then? If they're not shy, why aren't they coming in? I can only answer for myself and what I think, but there's two reasons. Number one, the caller isn't using the right words. I don't believe turkeys get call shy to good calling. But let's face it, not all the time are we good callers. I know myself, there's days that I'm just not a good caller. And I've been calling a long time. And my nickname's the man who talks to animals. And sometimes I'm just not a good caller. But a lot of guys aren't going to call birds in. Just plain fact is they don't understand what they're doing. And they're on a box call or they're on a punt call and they're doing 25, 30 different yelps consistently. And I'm not saying that there ain't a time for something like that to happen. There are times I do that, but I mean, good grief, a hen doesn't typically just keep on doing those clucks and yelps. Straightforward, same tone, same mediocre, blah 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 blah. That's just not typical. So that's one of the reasons why a lot of times the birds aren't coming in. They're gobbling. They're gobbling because you're shot calling them. You've got them fired up a little bit, but they know you're not a bird. They're gobbling, but it's just not working, right? Repetition. But I think the biggest reason why birds hang up, in my opinion, and again, I do a lot of calling. I actually get more enjoyment out of calling birds and watching them than I do killing them. And it's the way it is, I guess. But anyway, one of the biggest problems with me, personally, is my setup's wrong. And by that I mean I just give them too much room to see. I set up on that edge of that field, and that's a field, it's a 100-acre, 50-acre field, and he's coming from across the field, and he stages out that 60, 70 yards, and he's just got too much room to see. And when that Tom has too much room to see, again, it's not that he's spooked, because if he was spooked, or if he was cautious, he would not be there. But he's staged out there, and he's looking. What's he, when he comes in and he's gobbling, and I'm answering him with those hen yelps, what is he looking for? Come on, think about this for a second. He's looking for the hen. And he knows the hen is right on that edge where I'm sitting. That's where maybe a decoy works. I don't like decoys most of the time, but that's probably where a decoy works, because now he can see that hen. Now he can see something there. But he's coming out and he's gobbling in full strut, we're turning around circles and all that, and I'm answering him. Well, he's saying, well, show yourself. Remember, it's the end of the season for New Jersey when we're getting in. He is plumb tuckered out. You've been doing your scouting. You saw 10, 15 hens. Three good toms. My friend, he's tuckered. He's tired. Now he's saying, I ain't never gonna say I ain't gonna, but I ain't put myself out there to make it happen. So I think our setups, a lot of times we just let them have too much room to see. That's why when you get them across that field and you're double teaming, you have your gunner on the edge of the field, but you have your caller back 30, 40 yards. That's why another tactic that works when you're double teaming is you have your gunner on the edge. He hangs up out in the field 50 to 100 yards or so. And the caller sneaks back another 50, 60 yards and calls again, and that's why the tom rolls in a little bit closer. Or if you're a single person, you're calling, he's out there, he hangs up, you roll back 50 yards, but you roll back in such a way that you're going to see that he's going to 40 yards or so, and you're trying to roll him into the woods just enough for the shot. I truly believe that the number one reason hang-ups occur is setup. At least for me, any old house. I find if he's got to come looking for me, we like to shoot him out in the field, but I know me personally, I like to start him. I hear him back in that woods on the other side. Then I'll roll back 50 yards. Back into the woods. I know he's going to come across that field. And I just keep calling him, just keep calling him, just keep calling him. And he's coming closer and coming closer. He gets up on the edge of that woods. He don't see me, but I'm now doing them soft little... doing them soft little tantalizing sounds. And I do them a lot. But I do them soft. He's just saying, oh, come on, where you at? Then he comes sneaking through. And birds like that, I pull the trigger as quick as I can. I ain't trying to get him 5 feet from me. I'm just trying to pull the trigger, man. Just some insight there on this old redneck talking. Like I told you before, I do a lot of calling. I do a lot of calling that bring the birds into me and never have any intentions of shooting them. Just want to see their whole body behavior. You know, trappers know what I want to tell them. Deer hunters know what I say. Look, I learn more from a live bird coming in and going out than I do by killing it. Well, I'll leave it there. Thoughts from the office. Redneck Sprite Outdoors. I'll talk to you later.